So where are we today on the old Zambo television? We've got a very special guest. Been trying to get Isa on the show for a long time now. And we're going to talk, I don't know, why not politics?
I mean, I'm not feeling particularly political these days, but maybe that's a conversation in itself.
It's been knocked out of me as well. I had such passion in 2014. You know, there was an on-the-ground movement of people trying to do something with our country, and it just feels as if it's been crushed underfoot.
I really let myself get worked up and believed in that time that it was all going to change and that, and then
it just disappeared like, what's that expression? Snow off a dike, didn't it?
But my mum said, you know, she was watching like me and my brother and my pals and that getting quite upset, and then she was like, you know, this is your first political kicking, sure, you'll get used to them.
You'll get used to the political kickings.
You'll get used to getting your hope built up, and then
I don't even know who to vote for, Isa.
No, I don't really either.
Honestly. Yeah, I can't vote for anything to do with Westminster because they're warmongering genocidal maniacs. The only thing they seem to do is steal off of our backs, hard-working people that are out there try to earn a crust. Scottish National Party, I don't know what happened to them. I put a video up how to bring the government down, and 30 people watched it.
We're going to need a few more than that.
We're going to need a few more than that. Yeah. But my idea back then was...
It depends on the 30 people you get, you know?
Aye. My idea in that video was target nasty politicians. There's a movement in England. There's a lady, Leanne Mohammed. She's standing against Keir Starmer, I think.
All right.
She's very, very pro-Palestine, anti-genocide, and her basic ticket is to try to get Starmer out of office. In Scotland, if we were more organised and wizened with the whole thing,
yeah,
I most certainly am, we could have targeted the politicians we didn't like and tried to get them out of power. But it's tomorrow, so that's a wee bit. It's cut a bit.
Right, we're going to need to increase your viewership significantly to get this revolution.
Get the revolution. Vote for change. Vote Zambo.
Vote for Zambo, yeah.
I would get
vote for Zambo is a vote for hope.
I would get rid of the nuclear weapons, bring the energy infrastructure back into public ownership, and give out free donuts on a Wednesday.
Free donuts on a Wednesday is good.
That's a manifesto winner.
Good for morale, yeah. We should front load it with that, and then
so start with the free donuts on a Wednesday, and then sneak in the nuclear disarmament.
People are easy.
Yeah. we all like a donut. So it's quite. I don't know.
I think the politicians. The political speak is, as time goes on, means less and less, and it's designed to bamboozle and bore us into submission.
So I would absolutely agree with you.
Bore us into voting for
the least bad.
Not even the least bad, but just the least bad. You're not voting for anybody. You're voting to try and stop somebody worse. So it's
it's kind of two-horse.
Hopeless, yeah.
Two-horse race.
Robbie was saying maybe if like Jeremy Corbyn stood in Keir Starmer's seat.
Well, that was the idea with Leanne Mohammed, and there was another couple
to move to like where one of these. Yeah.
Corbyn.
Well, 30 people you could maybe get.
Corbyn, I would back all day long. I find it real interesting that the British political establishment crapped herself from a vegetarian pacifist. Get your head around about that one.
I don't know, you can't always trust the vegetarians though, Zambo. I know you are one yourself, but so is Hitler.
Well...
Oh no, you had this... You know, I'm joking, I was a Corbyn. There was a time, you know, it seemed like Bernie Sanders and Corbyn, remember all that? Remember all that hope?
And we had hope as well, getting away from the whole thing. Tomorrow, the right-wing genocidal psychopath bankers, or the left-ish wing genocidal psychopathic bankers are
radical centrists.
The radical centrists are going to still be in power, and they're going to continue to send weapons into the Ukraine. They're going to continue to ignore the genocide in Gaza. They're going to continue to take every penny they can out of our pockets.
The thing with the Tories is you kind of know what you're getting with the Tories when you...
They don't hide it.
They don't hide it, and that's why Labour are so insidious.
Because
That's why
it is,
new Labour are so insidious, because they're afraid to really say anything or stand behind anything, so you don't know what you're getting, you just get conjecture. So
what do you recommend?
I don't know.
If you keep back from it, if you don't
Fucking
listen
vote
to
for-
the radio, you
Vote
don't
for Greens.
vote for Greens.
I know, but that's like pissing in the wind, isn't it?
So. And as what we're talking, we said a couple of interesting things in the workshop. So
You're talking about
politics.
you were talking about refractions and crude oil.
Oh, the reason so many diesel cars in Europe. The reason Europe uses so many diesel cars is because we had access to cheap Urals crude oil from Russia. And rather than negotiate with the Russians, I've read casualty figures in Ukraine of up to 500,000 dead.
Is that right?
It depends who you listen to. Some people say that's the amount the Russians have lost, and some people say it's the amount the Ukrainians have lost, but I think it's in the right ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a hot war raging in Europe, there's a genocide happening in the Middle East, and we're all arguing over what toilets people get to pee in and all that type of thing. Well, it's kind of sort of true, isn't it? I mean, they push agendas onto us to keep us fractured and talking about things that are in the bigger picture, not actually particularly important. So,
I mean, you got the radical left, the sort of get stuck on issues that don't really touch everybody. You got the radical right that are talking about and they're fighting with each other and it's swinging and swinging. But I do actually feel like that is sort of calming down, and like the sort of the identity politics is beginning to sort of reach a middle point. I think it did need to swing in both ways in order to reach a kind of middle point where people don't get so hype about it, and then maybe we can focus on.
To me, it was always where we're sitting just now, we're 25 miles away from Faslane and Coolport. There's a hot war raging in Europe against a military superpower that has the single biggest nuclear weapons arsenal on the face of the planet. They've been using weapon systems in Ukraine that would make your hair go curly, and we want to pick a fight with them. You know, so I've got no beef with sex and sexuality. I used to enjoy sex years ago. I did. I can remember it was fucking. It was really, really good fun. It was. It was a great way of interacting with somebody. But they would get vaporised in a nuclear blast the same way as black guys, brown guys.
Shagging or not, you're going to get obliterated.
You're going to get obliterated. So great to have Isa on.
On that note.
And on that note. You are making a lot of music just now, Isa.
I am, yeah.
How do people get a hold of you and put hear it?
I'm on Isa Gordon on Spotify,
right.
YouTube with Optimal Music. Just finished another set of tunes, but they'll be out fuck knows when.
You're working with Optimal, aren't you?
I have been,
Aye, two of the nicest guys in the planet.
Ah, they're very good,
Aye, very, very clever, great DJs and all this type of stuff.
Amazing
Isa,
DJs,
you said
supportive.
me... Sorry?
Very supportive, great DJs.
Aye. Clever guys. I've known both of them for about 30 years. Johnny's in actually very, very good shape, isn't he? He's a bit younger than me, but I look like his dad. I don't know genetically what went wrong there. So, if you send me a link to your tunes, I'll stick them in the link down below. And traditional on Zambo
Link
TV.
in the description.
The link in the description.
I'm a big fan of the show, so it's a
Right,
pleasure to be
it's what
here.
it does. We're going to have you back. So I'll
to
stick
be
Isa's
continued.
music in the description box, and from somebody that's totally apathetic and somebody that's still got a bit of life about them, Isa, traditionally, I get my guests to say bye-bye YouTube.
Bye-bye YouTube.
Fantastic bananas. Thanks for watching.
Right.